Hey guys, the moment we've been waiting weeks, months, and some of us even years for is finally here. September 28, 2019 is the big day, the day of Elon's Starship presentation and the 11-year anniversary of SpaceX reaching orbit. The presentation is scheduled to take place at SpaceX's facilities in Boca Chica, Texas at around 6 or 7 p.m. Central Standard Time, or 11 p.m. to 12 a.m. UTC. This time has been confirmed by Elon on Twitter. On Friday, September 27, 2019, we got a glimpse at a critical moment in SpaceX's history. The two halves of SpaceX's Starship Mk1 were joined together. It was an absolutely incredible and stunning moment to watch the stacking happen. The two halves of Starship, the upper and lower section, are significantly large in and of themselves, so to see them put together so seamlessly is quite the technical and engineering marvel. Huge congratulations to the team at SpaceX for just the amazing pace of innovation. Let's take a step back a bit and look at how the final structures came together in the past few days. Over the past few days, from September 24th to now, we've seen a lot happen. A lot of it has been instrumental in the coming together of Starship Mk1 visible today. Elon had initially announced that the stacking would occur on Wednesday, September 25th, 2019, so we were really expecting the two halves of Starship to be joined on that date. This is a massive vehicle though, so obviously SpaceX had a lot of prep work to do before they could actually move the two sections to mate them. For one, a lot of cranes had to be moved around, and the crane that would be instrumental in lifting the upper section of Mk1 and mating it with the lower section had to be assembled. Over the course of the past 3 to 4 days, SpaceX also added some of the finishing touches in terms of the structure on Mk1. On September 25th, the team at Boca Chica moved the lower section of Mk1 to a new location where it could be mated with the upper section. On September 26th, hinge covers, raceways, and aeroflaps were added to the vehicle. The nose cone was also prepared for canard installation. Late on the night of Thursday, September 26 into the early mornings of Friday, 27 September, the canards were attached to the sides of the nose cone structure. The pace at which SpaceX did all of this construction was incredibly frenetic. There were a lot of crane structures and crew just working together synchronously to complete Mk1 for Elon's presentation. Mk1 design specs. In the previous video, I talked a little bit about SpaceX's design changes on Mk1, mainly the decision to move, as you can clearly see from the images of Starship right now, from a 3-fin design to a 2-fin design. On Wednesday, September 25th, 2019 though, Elon confirmed some more Mk1 specifications. Right now, the vehicle towers at an impressive height of 50 meters or approximately 165 feet. You can get a sense of just how large Mk1 is by looking at the size of the technicians on the ground. And this is just Starship Mk1. When we eventually get to the full Starship Super Heavy stack, that vehicle is going to be massive. Mk1 is also 9 meters in diameter. The diameter of Starship is one design concept that has remained relatively constant over the past few years. Right now, according to Elon, the Mk1 ship is around 200 tons dry and 1400 tons wet. In future versions though, SpaceX is planning to reduce mass. They're aiming for 120 tons by Mk 4 or Mk 5, with a total stack mass with max payload of 5,000 tons. As with the case of ditching the third landing leg or fin on the previous version for a 2-fin design that we see now, there's again focus on reducing weight, which can become extremely important in terms of shedding velocity when entering an atmosphere. 6 landing legs. Elon also mentioned that this version of Starship will have 6 landing legs, 2 windward, 1 under each fin, and 2 leeward. The number of legs provides redundancy for landing on unimproved surfaces. A closer look at those Raptor engines. On September 25, 2019, Elon tweeted some high-def photos of the Raptors currently mounted on board of Mk1. So a notable difference on Starship is that the engines are tucked away. You really can't see them just by looking at the external structure of the rocket. Elon really gives us a closer look behind the scenes to what's hidden. Elon's presentation today, September 28, 2019, will give us a further behind-the-scenes look at what the company is actually planning in the coming months. In 2002, Elon Musk started SpaceX with one single visionary goal in mind. That goal? Make human beings a multiplanetary species. SpaceX has gone a long way since its founding in 2002 to its current day progress. Many at the company's inception doubted that SpaceX could achieve such a rapid rate of progress and innovation. SpaceX does things differently, and they've completely transformed the aerospace industry. SpaceX is literally working to make what once only seemed like dreams into a reality. It is really quite a significant time in the company's history. This prototype Mark 1 is a precursor to the ship that will one day land humans on Mars. It's a stepping stone to making life multiplanetary. The first test launch of Mark 1 can happen as early as October. SpaceX is currently targeting 2021 for the first commercial launch of Starship and Super Heavy. An uncrewed trip to Mars is planned as early as 2022. MZ's trip around the moon, the Dare Moon project, is planned for 2023. And in 2024, a crewed mission to Mars is expected to occur. In the words of Robert Goddard, "It's difficult to say what is impossible, for the dream of yesterday is the hope of today and the reality of tomorrow."